Okay.
One time.
Okay.
One time. What's up, y'all?
What's going on, fellas?
It's the ManCave. We live right here on PowerPlugRadio.com, baby. 727-686-0512 is the number to call us. Hey, we got a lot to talk about because y'all know them Tampa Bay Buccaneers did their thing on Sunday.
That's right.
They did, man.
Yes, sir. But talking right now is yours truly, Kelvin Stewart, better known as Bunk in the Hood, one half of Silver Lake Boys Associated.
Yeah, I'm the OG. I predicted that the Bucs was going to win it. They scored 30 points, and the defense held their end of the deal up, and we're now world champions.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm the other half of Silver Lake Boys Associated, James Swain. And you know what? We all predicted that the Bucs was going to win the game. Like, feel like he pulled that one out of you know what. But
I was going to let him have it.
The home team. No, I ain't going to let him. I ain't cutting him no slack. What's going on, D?
What's up, man? Your boy Big Ballin', D in the house, man. I'm chilling with the Silver Lake Boys. Got my man Phil in the house. Feeling good, feeling great, dog, on this Thursday in the Man Cave. Power Plug Radio in your chest, man. We got our, you know what I'm saying? I'm draped up and dripped out of it.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right.
You see, I had to represent the Man Cave with the Bucks gear.
That's right,
man.
We got to represent the Man Cave, dog. But hey, it was a beautiful thing, man.
It was.
It was a beautiful thing.
Okay.
I enjoyed it immensely
from the beginning to the end.
Yeah,
man.
it was a straight up ass whooping all the way down to the gridiron.
I mean, the flyover was epic. That was one of the first times that ever happened. Shout out to Jasmine Sullivan that killed the national anthem. She came out. This is Whitney Houston. I think her 30th anniversary. She came out with the Whitney Houston jumpsuit on, so she was feeling good. But came out in all white, man. It was. I mean, it just started right.
That's cool. I didn't hear the national anthem. I mean,
I know, but
it's some talk in the NBA that they ain't gonna even play the national anthem. But
yeah, exactly.
we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that.
But how did the Bucs do it? That's what we, like they won the game, but how did they win the game?
Defense. And we said it the whole time, man, that defense, man, that they came to play like they played the entire playoffs, starting in Washington, New Orleans, Green Bay. They played even better in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, it was. I thought that it would be a little bit tougher. Like I said, like all of us felt that they was gonna win the game, and I felt that we had better personnel, but. I don't think anybody saw the ass whooping that we put on them boys. What they say, Mahomes had 500 yards running back and forth, trying to escape those DNs and those guys coming up the middle. Man, that shit was crazy.
The Bucs created a new stat. Dude ran for 497 yards under pressure. That was just to get away from being sacked negative yardage. That's unprecedented.
Unprecedented. But this is just a continuation of, what they call us now, Tampa Bay. It's a continuation of what we do here in this area, man. We kick ass around here, man. You can't come. You ain't gonna be a team in this area without no championship. The Rays gonna have to kick it in and go ahead and finish that thing next time. But hey, I was so proud of what those guys did, man. It was hard for me. I know they gave Brady the MVP, but do y'all agree with Brady getting the MVP for that game?
Me personally, I don't. I think it should have went to a defensive player. It could have been one of the defensive ends. I think it should have, because that was the storyline in the game. I mean, we took this high-powered offense and they didn't score a touchdown.
No touchdown.
You know what I'm saying? So I could honestly say Jameis Winston probably could have quarterbacked this on Sunday. We wouldn't. the Bucks were not to be denied.
They weren't gonna be.
Is that a serious statement or what? I don't know.
That's a serious statement.
All right.
Hold up, James Swain. You know what? That's some straight bullshit.
I don't know where that came from. That's why I was like,
That's
is
some
this
straight
for real?
That's some straight bullshit you just said.
Jameis
Jameis Winston. First of all, let me back up.
Okay.
This is how the Bucks won. They won with a lot of pressure from the front and just efficient play calling by Byron Leftwich and the D coordinator. He didn't really change the defensive game plan. They just put pressure on those guys, and they took Hill and Kelsey out of the game. They took them out of the game, and they didn't have anything else. And, I ain't gonna make no excuses, but they had a beat up offensive line, Kansas City. But that's not an excuse. Mm-mm. These are professionals. Next man up mentality should go into play, but it didn't. They beat Kansas City ass straight up.
So Phil, what was in dispute about what I said? I
Jameis
said that Jameis Winston could have quarterbacked the Bucks for that game.
Jameis Winston couldn't have got him nowhere.
We've seen it before. We had a quarterback, and some of y'all remember him. His name was Trent Dilfer. He went to Baltimore, and I saw the defense carry him to a championship. And he wasn't a very good quarterback. Period.
I'm gonna agree with you on that.
I stand by what I said.
Yeah, but Jameis Winston, he's an afterthought. And let's keep it 100 here.
Go ahead.
You would have kept Jameis Winston, we wouldn't have been playing Sunday.
No, I don't think he said that. He didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that.
Yeah.
But we got what we paid for.
D, I didn't say that.
I know. I just said that.
I know that. Thank you, D.
But let me ask you
I
a
didn't
question.
say that.
Since he said Tom Brady isn't his MVP, who I know the defense balled out, but MVP is an individual award. Who was your
Pick
MVP?
a guy.
Oh, okay.
Well, are we picking guys? Is that what we said?
I mean, we just throwing it around. You asked.
Man. I mean,
'Cause I got
it would to me, like you said, it would have been would have been either one of the ends. But I also thought on that defensive side that what's his name, White, he had an awesome game too, man. It was it's really hard to pinpoint an individual defensive guy other than those defensive ends. If they would have shared it, if they would have said, okay, it's a dual MVP between Barrett and JPP, because them boys came out to play. Mm-hmm. Them boys was, oh my God, it was devastating. He couldn't do nothing. He had him running around like, boy, I don't know, like a chicken with his head cut off. He could not do a thing. Mm-hmm. Man, it was. I mean, it was one of the. I think that defensive performance was probably, in line with what we did in the first Super Bowl that we win. Maybe even better, because it was. I'm talking about we didn't give up a touchdown, man. I'm talking about this was an offense that nobody thought that we could stop. These guys dismantled us in the first half. In the first game we played in the first half. None of that. Shut it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Defense balled out. MVP, Tom Brady jumped out there. I mean, that offense was looking crazy, man. Gronk scoring just like that. They moving the ball. We went for it on fourth and goal, and we should have had more points. You know? They're going to have to give it to Brady. I agree, but it's tough to give it to an individual defender. If I had to pick one, it would be White, because he got that interception at the end.
How come you can't give it to a unit?
Because it's an individual award. How many MVPs they've been given to?
Says who? Why does it have to be an individual award?
I'm just going.
How come the entire defense couldn't say we all going to Disney?
That's my dog.
They still could say that.
That's my dog.
I saw.
They ain't gonna ask you know that's my dog.
I saw Ray Lewis clearly be the MVP in the Super Bowl and not get it.
He didn't get it.
So they break rules.
Yeah. Who got it? Who got it for them?
Trent Dilfer.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember that now.
You don't remember it?
No, I gotta check that one.
You know my dog. You know my dog he went on trial for murder, right?
Yeah, I remember.
You know
that.
they say he murked somebody, right?
Yeah.
He was clearly the MVP in that
Clearly.
game. And they say, hey, him right there. Speaking to the mic, tell him where you're going. And he wasn't even the MVP.
Wow. There you go.
Don't talk to me about rules.
So you say Trent Dilfer was the MVP?
Trent Dilfer.
Ray Lewis.
Trent Dilfer was the one after the game that said, I'm going to Disney. I'll never
That
forget.
don't mean he the MVP.
That's
Jay.
not the MVP.
That don't mean he the MVP.
That's what they always do. They always say that.
I won't argue with you.
No.
Why did Brady say it along with Grunt after the game? They said it together.
Yeah. That's traditional. I understand what you're saying. That's the traditional thing to do. But I don't think Disney want nothing to do with Ray Lewis. That was the problem.
So back to it
That
has
was
to
Disney.
be back to it has to be an individual award. It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be. It don't have to be, but
I mean, I could have.
That's what it is traditionally.
I could have easily said Shaq Barrett should have been the MVP. I didn't.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis.
How many? Name the last 3 quarterbacks that the Buccaneers made walk the plank. And we want to say at the end of the day, we saw a game where Brady, you're blowing the game.
You're blowing the game.
You threw 3 interceptions.
In the second half.
The Bucs won the game.
Yep.
You know, there's an old saying that the quarterback's going to get too much of the credit as well as too much of the blame.
Yeah. Exactly. I hear you.
They roll defense and ball control, running the football to the championship.
Yep.
Period.
I believe, hey, I agree with you, but I understand what my brother over here saying. You know, it's just the traditional things that they're going to give it to this one individual person. A lot of times, if the quarterback don't lose the game for you, he going to get it. That's just how it usually is.
So Barrett
Barrett
is the one guy that the Bucs probably won't be able to re-sign because of the way he played.
Exactly.
He gained more out of the Super Bowl than any other player.
Okay.
He hit the jackpot.
True that.
Well, it's gonna be some. It's gonna be some defections. I'm looking for Fournette to leave. Possibly Goodwin.
Maybe they don't.
But
How much money do they demand?
Let's think about something here.
We'll see. Go ahead.
You in your first 4 years of your career, you win a Super Bowl. Now you're up for renegotiation or get your contract. You're a free agent. You don't want a Super Bowl. It's time to get paid. Come on, y'all. It's time to get paid. You don't want a Super Bowl. Now go get your money.
But the 2 guys that you just named, how much money do they demand? Is what I'm saying. Well,
I tell you what.
I don't feel like if I was any other team in the league, I don't feel like those are 2 guys that even if those are areas of need, those may not be the first 2 guys or second guys that I even think of for that position.
Well, okay, for instance, you take AB. Baltimore needs a game-breaking receiver. He still got gas in the tank. You gonna give him money?
Did he prove that?
Well, he proved himself. He was worthy with Tampa. He did some things over there. He still can play.
I don't know if he proved. I don't know if he. Again, what does he demand? Because I might stare at you.
I don't know if one of you guys said it, but if we're going to these receivers, this guy somebody was insinuating that Godwin was going to was being offered a max deal from somebody. I can't remember. It was like around $70-something million to go play. I can't remember. I want to say the Patriots, but I doubt if the Patriots ever pay anybody like that.
Is that something that you seen in the media, or did somebody tell you that?
Yeah, it was. I thought it was one of y'all guys, but I guess not.
We gotta.
We ain't going off of that.
We got a break.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna talk about some more Super Bowl Bucks when we get back. Power Plug Radio.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
Oh, boy.
Guys gonna say it way more. I don't know.
We're back on, fellas.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yay. Hey.
Hey, so what we left off at, man? Why the Bucks won? How they won?
We're going to check in on these comments and people tuning in.
Yes, sir. What we got? Go ahead.
Super Dave, man. He
Yeah.
said the NFL need to select a group of starters as the MVP. Okay. That's one for Mr. James. I said that to James, so he must have talked to you about that. Super Dave said the defensive coordinator should have been the MVP. Shout out the defensive coordinator. They shouted him out big time. Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
And Leftwich, offensive coordinators.
We had some other folks who chime, and they didn't really chime in, but they watching. Miss Bristol, how you doing? Miss Carla, how you doing? Chris Irvin, what up? Pringley, what up, my brother? LaShawn Journey, hey, y'all call us, man. 727-686-0512. Let's get back on these Bucks.
Yeah,
I know over the break we was talking about a few things. Where we want to start? We want to start with the $300,000 streaker.
That was funny.
Jingling for that cheese.
That was brilliant.
It was brilliant. I didn't know that he bet on himself, but tell him about that.
Go ahead, Jay. You speak
Well,
on
I ain't the streaker.
it. You want it to be. You want that cheese.
Hey, so
What he did.
was the streaker? Where was he from? Is he a local guy?
I'm not sure. I didn't. No, but the story is the guy bet on himself before the game that there would be a streaker during the Super Bowl.
Squeaker or streaker?
A streaker. He streaked.
Okay, because we
When you
own
take-
that. We own that ebonics in here. You know, all
A streaker.
Okay.
Whatever they call it. Shit. I don't give a damn.
A screecher.
Hey, what was that?
Yeah, that's a fun.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
But yeah, he bet that it was gonna be a streaker, and the man, in order for that to ensure that would happen, that man took his clothes off and ran across the field.
We got to call him.
You know what I'm saying? So that was big.
We got to call him, man.
Okay,
Ask
all
him,
right.
you shall
we got?
receive.
Pop
You got the
up.
old Batman. You got the old Batman, Rod Macon.
Right up, my brother.
Rod, Batman, Megan. What's going on?
What's going
people?
on, fella?
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, I'm just chilling, man. Listening to y'all boys chop it up tonight.
That's right.
Where you calling from, Rod?
I'm in Charlotte. I'm in North Carolina,
Charlotte,
man.
North Carolina, chiming in right here on Power Plug Radio,
But
man.
I spoke with Batman the day before the Super Bowl, and I lied to him. I said I was going to call him and see where he was, and I didn't. It was too much.
Hey,
too much.
hey, and I lied to you, and I lied to you too, bro, and told y'all I was going to stay in town for the big game, but I had to get on the plane, man. I had to
That's
get out
right.
of there.
True that.
We held it down.
Yeah, sure did.
So
For
what-
sure. I got back in Charlotte about 5 o'clock, went straight to the spot, watched the game, man. So, I can't complain. It's all love. I wish I could have hung out, a little bit after the game, but it is what it is.
That's right.
So what was your analysis of the game, Bat?
I'm gonna tell you, man, I felt pretty good about it the whole time. Mm-hmm. After seeing them boys, we were like on a 7-game win streak, going into the game. We had went to Washington, went to New Orleans, went and beat Green Bay in Lambeau in the cold. So I was feeling pretty good about the game. I thought the defense played lights out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think Bowles called a great game. I think because of the defense, a lot of people, and I don't hear too many people mentioning this, Vita Vale, the big, 320, 340-pound nose tackle we got, man. When he lines up over, when he lines up over the center, that center and the two guards next to him gonna have to account for him.
Double
That's
time.
right.
So that's why I think Shaq Barrett and JPP was able to bend those corners like they were able to,
Good point.
and also they he occupies those linemen to where they can't get out on
level.
Devin White and Levante Davis. So I think they were able to roam free because of him. So I don't think he getting enough credit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was happy, man. I think the defense played lights out. Brady gonna do what he do, and he did that. But big up to the defense, man. We 2-0 in the bowls, bro. When the Bucks go, we win. When the Bucks go, we win it, baby.
And win it big.
Hey, Bat, you made a good point with
Good call.
about the big man in the middle, because Bunk was just telling me like he did the same thing for you and said at Northeast.
Damn
he
right.
He said he occupied 2-3 guys in the middle, so y'all was able to get these easy picks. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
See,
One for
and
me.
a lot of people, if you don't watch football, you don't know that. You don't
That's
know
right.
that big guys in the middle, it takes more than one guy to block him. So when you got 2 and 3 guys trying to block one guy from the defense, that frees up everybody else to run around and make plays.
Yes, sir.
hey, Bat.
That's the truth.
Now, I follow you on the books, right? And
Yes, sir.
you almost every week, during the Bucks game, you kind of chimed in on what was going on. I remember there was a game, and it might have been Kansas City or New Orleans. It was one of those games during the regular season that the Bucks got in trouble. And you talked about, man, the Bucks need to run the football. When they dedicate themselves to running the football, good things happen. And you had some people on the books that didn't agree with you. But I agree with you 100%. I just couldn't comment because some of my compadres keep me in Facebook jail. So
You
I couldn't
was in
help you out
jail.
with that. But I
You was
said,
locked up.
but that's
You was locked up.
but that's that knowledge that you have from playing the game.
Yeah.
And you was exactly right. And that's the formula that the Bucks use on their run to the Super Bowl. They ran the football and controlled the quarterback. And these high-powered quarterbacks that we went up against, they stayed on the sideline. Why the
Exactly.
chains
No. We were like 7-2, and Brady was throwing the ball 30 and 40 times a game. But then we hit a stretch where we lost 3 in a row. We lost 3 in a row, and we went to 7-5. And during that 3-game losing streak, it was apparent that the defense couldn't do what they needed to do because they were on the field too much.
Right.
Granted, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback to ever play, but he's 43 years old. You asking him to do too much. So you got to get to the run game to eat up some time on the clock, give your defense time to rest. And what that does is it opens up the play action pass. And I've been watching NFL Network since we won the Super Bowl, just watching the replays and listening to people talk. Dude, do you know in the Super Bowl, 43% of our pass plays came off of play action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we faked to the running back. They were looking for the run. You got to run the ball, dog. It just changes so much of the game that you have to run the football. You have to, even if you're not successful, even if you get 2-3 yards a carry. I mean, that doesn't look like a lot, but it eats up time off the clock. It gives your defense time to rest. And number one, it gives the defense that's trying to stop you just time after time of running into that, trying to tackle your big backs.
That's right.
And by the third, fourth quarter, they tired of that.
Yep. And
They tired. I played DB. I got tired of tackling dudes that were 230 pounds. So by the third, fourth quarter, I didn't want to run up against them. And you got to do it to just keep teams honest. And when the Bucks did that, I think that's what changed our season around.
There you go.
Yep.
I agree.
I concur with what you said. You definitely got tired against Lakewood because that's when William Floyd broke on us.
No. I put the hat on Floyd. I put the hat on Floyd, and he'll tell you that.
That's right.
He'll tell you that. I put the hat on Floyd. I was 18 years old, dog. I was putting the hat on people all night long. I didn't get tired. I'm like Kevin Gates, baby. I don't get tired.
Did y'all lose that game?
No, that field goal wasn't no good.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, God dang it, y'all. When you was with us, we ain't lose. We didn't lose no William Floyd, no Lakewood High School. Come on now.
No, we beat them 35-0. Matter of fact, when I played with you.
That's right. The year before we beat them like 32-0, so we had to keep it going. But
and the year before that, we beat them 16-0 on JV. So
That's right. That's right.
Lakewood ain't got nothing. Them boys don't even want to talk about it when we see them.
Damn right.
That's right.
Hey, Bat, man, we so appreciate you chiming in, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I can't wait. When you get back in town, man, make sure you see us, folks. If you're here on a Thursday, maybe we can get you in the studio.
I will. And listen, man, I you know what? I would have missed y'all tonight, bro. Had you hadn't tagged me. So, man, whenever y'all go live, tag me, dog.
Okay,
tag me and send me a notification. Or James, text me or something and let me know what's up, man. Yeah, man, I get in and rap with y'all boys, man. I like what y'all doing. I always have.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
All right, y'all boys, keep it up, man.
All right,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Thank you.
North Carolina.
Yeah, he one of St. Pete's fine. You know, he's from the Berg, born and raised, man, and you know, found some better things for him, opportunities in North Carolina, but he still the Buccaneers, man. We got him calling from all over the country, man. Let's do this thing. This is the ManCave, man, on PowerPlugRadio.com, dog.
Hey. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. So what we got next, man? Phil, what was something that was interesting in the game that you
Fourth and 1. Down on that end.
Talking about.
Fuck you get a ball to Ronald Jones for?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Get in there. We live.
What the? Fourth and 1. What are we?
Yeah, I hear you.
4th and 1.
It's 4th and 1.
You got a back 6'3", 230.
Yeah.
You don't put him in the game. That's what Fournette does.
That's what he did.
Fournette runs very well between the tackles.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna go over the top or something.
You saying down at the goal line?
Yeah, we got
I thought
stopped.
that was for it.
No, that was Jones.
No, that was Jones.
But you know what? So at this point, so what?
No, but I'm just saying.
No,
Like,
it was an
who
interesting
cares?
thing in the game. It was an interesting thing in the game. We care. I care.
I don't.
Okay, well then, be quiet and let the man talk. Let's do
I
this.
gave you yours. Give me mine.
Go ahead.
4th and 1, man. You got a bruiser.
Brady, that was Brady made that call.
Hook it up. Go ahead.
Byron
Go ahead,
Leftwich didn't
Phil.
make it.
Go
Brady
ahead,
made that
Phil.
call. Brady said, bring
4th and 1.
him in the game.
4th and 1.
Go ahead.
You got a 230-pound back, and you get a ball. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell? I don't know, man. The thing about it, what was big with that was, you know, the first time they ran it with him, and you knew you want to run it again, pull him out and put the guy you need in there. You know what I'm saying? You need to put. You should have took Jones out. We still gonna run this ball in
Right.
and bring in.
We gonna bring in Fournette.
They didn't do that. You know, we ended up having losing the not losing the ball, but we ended up turning over on downs on that series, man. You know, I thought it was going to be really big in the game, but it didn't. It turned out not to hurt us very much at all, or not really at all. Anyways, just we ended up winning that game. But yeah, that was a odd turn of events in the game, man. But you know, again, defense wins ball games. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't hurt us that much.
Let me go on and say this. Out of all the success that the coordinators had for the Buccaneers, and out of all the black coordinators that had success the whole year, ain't none of us get a job.
None of us got a job. Yeah, the NFL got to do something about that.
And you know what? These no names that I ain't never heard of
Yeah,
get these jobs.
yeah, that's true.
And listen, okay, Todd Bowles had the Jets, but damn, man, why we always got to go into a fucked up situation?
Because they call them, they call those brother jobs.
Yeah.
And we get them fucked up situations that
The
we
brother,
got.
the brother jobs.
The brother jobs that we got to turn around miraculously. But
you
then
still
hold
on a short
You
string
still on
now.
short string. Remember this? Remember when Mike Singletary had the 49ers? And they wasn't trash, but goddamn, when he left, them people went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, get a man, let the shit play out.
Well,
All right.
I hear you.
Now you raise an interesting point, right? And you know, we was gonna kind of get into, I don't know if we moving away from the
Super Bowl,
game and game summary, you know, but you know, the NFL, you know, I guess they announced this, you know, social justice initiative. You know, during the Super Bowl where they gonna dedicate like $240 million towards that. But you raised the point of the number, black coaches and lack of opportunities. Now I could be wrong, but I think there's, y'all help me out, 3 black head coaches in the NFL.
Yeah, just 3.
Steelers,
Miami,
and the Texans.
Texans, yeah.
3.
And then you got 2 black general managers. The day after the Super Bowl, what was the number one thing trending? Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
In response to this initiative that the NFL was announcing, we talked about it before. Like Colin kind of got the ball rolling. On institutional racism and social justice. They silenced him. They got rid of him. And now here it is. And we always talked about the powers that be and how now, okay, we'll control the narrative. We'll be the ones that'll bring awareness to it.
Yeah.
But what it does is it softens the blow.
Very
At least they putting it out there. They ain't even got to say that they talking about themselves. They don't have to even use themselves as an example.
Yeah.
We put it out there and we made people aware of it, but we too are a part of the problem.
Yeah. What say you, D, on this subject?
I was trying to look it up while James was talking about it, just to get
You had some celebrities that as a matter of fact, they coined it Colin Kaepernick Day, the day of the Super Bowl.
Really?
And you had several celebrities that gave shout outs like Mariah Carey, and there was a few other people, some actors that kind of were on board.
Yeah.
But that's the backlash at the end. It was a big deal. That was the number one thing trending the next day. Not the Bucks, not Tom Brady, not the streaker.
Yeah.
It was Colin Kaepernick. And it's a powerful thing. And shout out to the people that's aware of it.
I'm thinking, if I can't, I'm trying to remember, did I see him on a billboard in Tampa?
I want to say Ben and Jerry had some type of advertising for, I don't know, the logistics of it, but it was something along those lines.
But I did see, I think I seen Ben and Jerry with Colin Kaepernick in Tampa on a billboard.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'll buy that ice cream. No, Ben and Jerry is expensive as hell. Damn that ice cream. Hey.
Bluebell?
That shit is expensive, bro. That shit was more than Haagen Dogs or whatever that shit called. So did you find anything about that initiative that's interesting?
I mean, they putting a lot of money towards it, and that's probably why it was trending. It looked like a Super Bowl commercial aired during the Super Bowl. They have a hashtag, Inspire Change, and it's like, while our season is over, our fight for equality is not. It takes all of us to create the change and advance social justice. So they're doing like 13 grants to these nonprofit organizations, and I just hope it goes to good cause. Cause
what was the total price? Like $240 million.
$250 million over 10 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But is this initiative gonna affect what the NFL do? Like the question we started off talking about, the coordinators,
the head coaches,
and general managers, these black men not getting opportunities in the NFL. What does this initiative say towards that? Because those are true social justice and inequality issues. If you just tell me you're gonna address stuff outside the league, then that's one thing, but inside the league is different.
Yeah, I think this is separate. I agree with what you're saying. They do need to address that.
Yeah.
But if you put on a NFL hat, they might have think they already done addressed it with the Rooney rules.
No.
I think that's their answer, and that's not acceptable.
The result is 3 head coaches.
There's 3 head.
No,
but the Rooney rule.
I'm not saying you're giving us good info.
Yeah.
Don't make it personal. What I'm saying is that's the result of the Rooney.
I agree.
But the Rooney,
we're gonna interview a black coach,
it ain't high
but
every
you're
time.
not gonna get hired.
Exactly.
The Rooney rule is all about, like you said, getting the interview. It ain't all about hiring. It's about we need to let them at least get this interview down. Damn, you can hire whoever the hell you want to, but you got to interview somebody black. But the thing about it is, you got to allow these guys to get those same opportunities. The Rooney rule ain't working, not well enough, in my opinion.
I agree. I'm just telling you, I think if we would ask the NFL what they're doing, they would probably say, "Oh, this is."
They got interviewed. They just,
exactly
bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Bull.
Hey, fellas, we got a caller from Atlanta.
Okay.
His name is Brother Reginald Muhammad. He was previously on the show earlier during
That's right.
the COVID, and we're going to talk a little bit about
the NFL initiative.
The NFL initiative, along with a book that he just published on reparations.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
How you doing, Brother Muhammad?
Go ahead, caller.
Welcome back.
Good. Thank you, brother. How y'all doing?
How are you, bro?
Good. Now, I know y'all were discussing with NFL before I came on the line. What was the topic, Philip, before I got on the line as far as the NFL?
Well, right now, currently...
I'm a football fan now. I do a little political science, but I've been a long-time football fan and a student of the game, so...
Currently, what we're talking about is the $250 million NFL initiative, and then we were also talking about how some of these offensive and defensive coordinators who happen to be African American are not getting jobs, and how that's not fair, but it is what it is, and we as black players, we dominate the game, but in the front offices we're not.
Same opportunity.
We're not getting the same opportunities. So what's your take on that?
Well, historically, one of the things that we got to be mindful of is that the United States, under the system of capitalism, sport and play is a huge industry. In football, like the NFL, the National Baseball League, the NBA, and all of them, you see you got a percentage of black players. And with the NFL, 70% of them or 65%, depending on what team you're talking about. Yep. Well, at the end of the day, that is a seat of power for segments of the ruling class.
That's
the people that own the NFL teams, brother, these are billionaires.
That's right.
And half of them in the NFL, including Arthur Blank here in Atlanta, these are powerful Jews.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you why that matters in a minute. But at the end of the day, brothers, they're only going to allow black players so much room. One of the things about no matter how much we enjoy sports, we've integrated societies economically, educationally, politically, and sports-wise. But at the same time, the white ruling class is not willing to give up certain levels of power. Now,
right.
you can play ball for them, you can entertain them all day, but they're not going to let you totally run the show. And this is why, to a degree, they're blacks who want to be owners. Well, that's a hard nut to crack, and it's political. Because the other owners, and Roger Goodell and the other owners, they got to allow you. If you say you got a city and you can hold you got a population in that city, you got the venue that will hold 70,000, 80,000 fans. Still, the other owners got to vote you in, that's a very private club. And at the end of the day, what they're looking at, sports is a business. Sometimes we look at it for the fame and fortune that we're making in it as players, but it's a business. And I'm going to give you an example how sometimes we don't realize it's a business. And honestly, I have an outline for a book called The Black Athlete, Powerful Yet Unprepared.
Okay.
The Black Athlete, Powerful Yet Unprepared. Well, let's give an example. Let's look at Michael Vick. Michael Vick and all y'all know the story. Well, what Michael Vick didn't realize is that this is a business for the white ruling class. So you can't say, well, okay, I'm gonna be involved in dog fighting and I'm gonna be doing betting and everything else going on. I'm gonna be able to do that because I'm Michael Vick. At that time, Michael Vick was he was the highest paid player in the NFL.
Yep.
He had $100 million contract.
Yep.
Back then,
Right.
Michael Vick had $100 million contract. But Michael Vick didn't understand, wait a minute now, yeah, they like me on the field and I can do this and that, but on off the field, now you start hurting the man's money and the shareholders that own the team, oh, they sit your ass down like they'll sit anybody else. You a great star, but now wait a minute, you messing up my money?
That's
Yeah.
right.
And then you starting to talk to the fans, or the white fans, any kind of way. You show up in the interviews, you got your do-rag on, you got your shades on, you blow it out of your mind because you've been up partying and smoking all night. And then you walk out the stadium and give a finger to the audience. And then
That's right.
so now the blowback is coming from the fans to the owners. And here Arthur Blank is like, wait a minute, Michael Vick is out of control. Michael Vick wasn't the first person that did some dog fighting and illegal betting, but he
That's
was
right.
starting to become a liability, and the fans were complaining.
Yep.
So they said we got to do something. And Michael Vick was like, well, wait a minute, I'm Michael Vick. What y'all tripping about? I'm filling up the stadium. You know,
That's right.
I went to Green Bay and beat Brett Favre and damn near one game away from the Super Bowl. Y'all know that history.
That's
but what
right.
Michael Vick didn't understand is that this is a business. And you can't, and what our people fail to do is say, okay, Mike, all right, now you at this level now. We didn't pull Michael Vick's coat and say, Mike, okay, all that old bullshit that you coming with Pookie and Ray them, you can't do that if you're going to stay at this level.
Damn
Because
right.
the white man look at this as a business.
Yep.
So
That's right.
we couldn't tell him nothing. And so Michael Vick, halfway he coming to practice, he's high. He let all his business out there about what he's doing. He got people around him, and ain't nobody listening to him because he's making money. So, you know, he buying people, making sure his entourage and his posse is taken care of. So ain't nobody going to critique him or criticize him. Mike, hold up, man. You got to mess all this up, man. You can't do this and this. No, man, I'm Michael Vick. I'm making $100 million. I'm on the Nike commercial and everything.
That's
He,
right.
you know, gotten all the endorsements. So finally, because he started to mess up the owner's image, and then he said F the fans, you know, and
That's right.
he's being reckless. So finally, they had to sit him down. And what Michael Vick didn't understand until later, he understands it now. Man, this is a business now. And I can't, I'm the player and I'm the superstar. They love me and everything else. But you start messing with his money, it start ill affecting his money, tell him, sit your ass down.
Yes, he
See,
will.
and players got to understand that.
They will. Yeah.
Look at what they do with Colin Kaepernick.
Yep.
Colin Kaepernick started, the white fans starting to say, okay, wait a minute, you're not patriotic. So we're going to sit you, so the owners are like, man, you started to mess up our money. You started to bring some blowback on our team. So we could have sit, we're not even letting you in the league. And anybody around you, we could have shut all that down. So this fool, Donald Trump, he tells the owners, bottom line, look, y'all letting these son of a bitches. This is how you refer to black players.
Yeah.
Right.
You letting them kneel. And then your boy out of Texas, what's the owner out of Texas?
Deshaun Watson.
No, the owner, not I meant
Jerry
out of
Jones.
Dallas.
Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry
Said
Jones.
he said his players better not take a knee,
10
or they won't
toes
be
down.
around here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
Yep.
but look at the power of the players once they realize that what's the boy's name? The quarterback and the running back and the other star players on the team, they filling up the stadium. Once they realized they had the power, Jerry Jones had to even back up off of that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if all the black players in the NFL say, look here, y'all gonna pass some policies and some laws that forbid officers from shooting unarmed black people. If all the players say we set and put on the field GNC, y'all start to make some laws to do that, they'll start making some changes. Because one of the things I want all y'all to understand on the call is that what I call the quadruple based paradigm. It says that all political and economic decisions are based on 4 and y'all may have heard me say this before, 4 variables. Okay. It's that will it enhance or ill affect the power base, the profit base, the policy base, and the privilege base. Number 4 is the privilege base. That's the NFL, NBA, and all of that. Those are privileges for the white ruling class. Yeah. And you start to mess, they make all of their decisions if you enhancing or ill affecting, number 1, their profit base, their policy base, and then their privilege base. If you messing with any 4 of those, that's how they make all of their economic and political decisions. It ain't based on what's just, what's fair, what's equitable. That ain't how the white ruling class makes their decisions. Not based on you marching, not based on you how you look or what you can do to them, but you start messing with their money. Mm-hmm. And that's when they will come after you, or they will change their policy. And so let's go back to the NFL. With the NFL coaches and everything, well, it says that if we put too many blacks in place, how does the white fan base respond to this? How do the white players respond to it? So you got to be very careful when you place black coaches. We know black coaches are just as capable of coaching and winning in a Super Bowl. Tony Dungy did that. He was about to do that in Tampa before they brought in the other boy, and he wins the Super Bowl. But John Gruden. So what did he have to do? He had to go over to Indianapolis to coach and build a team and prove that he was on the right road. So years later, he wins the Super Bowl in Indianapolis. But Tony Dungy, remember though, they're not going to allow but so many black coaches at a time to be head coaches. We know how many brothers that y'all know that could have made it to the league that should have been quarterbacks. Well, they're only going to play so many at quarterback, brother, because that means you're giving up a certain amount of power and you're giving up a certain amount of money. Yeah. So if you are a black quarterback or a coach or a GM, you believe me, you have paid some dues and you're the exception to the rule. You have mastered. If you're a coach, you have mastered that coaching. If you're a quarterback, you have mastered, because at the end of the day, what is it, 32 teams in the NFL now?
Yeah. Hey, Brother Muhammad, can you expound on your book on reparations? Can you give us some tidbits about that?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay, well, anyway, I want to do that, but I wanted to let y'all know, man. I know a little something about football. I ain't
that's right.
But I'm a student of the game.
Yeah, we're running out of time, so we want to hear about this book right quick.
Okay, the declaration. We have done, all of y'all have heard about reparations.
Yes, sir.
But what is reparations? Who owe us, why they owe us, and how much they owe us? We do that not in a 200-page book. We just published the National Reparations Declaration. And I want you all to please go online, look at our website, and you can order the declaration. It's only 54 pages, but we document. It's not a bunch of hogwash and theories about what happened to us as a people. But again, when you read it, you'll know who owe us, why they owe us, and how much they owe us. Okay. And let me say this about reparations. I have been blessed that I will challenge any black or white scholar or Asian or Latino or Mexican or whoever, that if you want the restoration and the transformation of black life, if you want to see it across the board with the masses of our people, economically, politically, socially, and education, you want to see the improvement of our people, it's complete reparations. Mm-hmm. There isn't anything that anybody offers you beyond complete reparations. If they say jobs, we need jobs. I'm not saying that. I'm not being silly. We need help in education. I'm not being silly. We need all of that. But complete reparations answers all of that. Mm. And so I'm urging all of you all to get the declaration. It's if you go to our website, National Reparations Institute.org, National Reparations Institute.org. You can download the book, buy the ebook, or you can buy the bounded copy. And I think my young brother Philip has his copy. We sent it out, and a number of people think have their copy. But what's important about it is that it will affect all of y'all's lives, even though we talk in sports tonight. But even in Congress, Joe Biden in the next 90 days, H.R. 40 which is House Bill H.R. 40, which Sheila Jackson Lee and then Senator Cory Booker have introduced. Those are reparations bills because they are being forced to deal with reparations. 10 years ago, it was looked upon as something militant and wide-eyed, and I think I said
That's
that
right.
on the last
That's
time we
right.
talked. But since that time, I've been able to keep my word because you all have supported us in this effort. But we have published the National Reparations Declaration.
All right, man.
When you read it, we guarantee you will know who owe us, why they owe us, and how much they owe us, and why reparations is essential.
Right.
If we don't do anything else, I'm going to, as soon as the coronavirus it clears up the pandemic, we'll be doing a national tour. I'm coming to St. Pete to answer any questions about
Awesome.
reparations.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes, sir. Can't
and let
wait.
you all challenge me. Exactly. And it's nothing that I'm doing personally, but why I say reparations is important. Probably all of us on this line have children or grandchildren. But we want to, if I'm not around 50 years from now, 40 years from now, what contributions have we made to our people and to our children and our grandchildren that we leave the world better than what we found? At the end of the day, and reparations is about, there's a land question in there. But
Yes, sir.
reparations, if you say that if you tell me teenage pregnancy is a problem, you say drugs and alcohol is a problem, the lack of education, economic underdevelopment, all of that, I'll tell you and show you and prove to you, those are not the problems of black people. Those are the results of our problems.
Okay.
If you say the black family is the problem, I'm going to tell you again, those are the results of our problems.
That's
but
right.
Complete reparations answer all of those questions.
Yes, sir.
And I know we're about to run out of time. Let me give you all my number here to the office at the National Reparations Institute. And please call me. You got any questions, your critique, or even your criticism for reparations. Call me 404-855-5223. 404-855-5223.
Yes,
And
sir.
if you want to go online, you can download this for free. So you know I didn't just jump on the bandwagon.
Yes, sir.
There is my master's thesis is online. If you will Google Reginald Muhammad, the movement to secure reparations, it is a 110-page thesis that I wrote and published. We were blessed to write and publish 10 years ago. It's on reparations, and we cite what we're talking about. It's not a bunch of rhetoric or conspiracy theories. We use probably for that was probably at least 60 or 70 citations that we have that we document in the research that we did with that master thesis.
Yes, sir.
But
Mr. Muhammad,
were
I
blessed.
think we
Y'all out of time?
we got to get into the next segment, my
Okay.
brother. But
All right.
hey, we
Thank you all.
Hey, we got that number 404-855-5223, and you can
Yes, sir.
you can check out the National Reparations Declaration at the nationalreparationsinstitute.org. Hey,
Yes, sir.
brother Muhammad, man,
Thank you.
thank you.
Appreciate you.
No,
brother.
thank you all.
Information, man. Yeah, reparations today, my brother. Hey,
Can
Thank you all.
we invite you when you get in town?
Yes, please do, brother. Please do, and I'll be glad to come out. It ain't gonna cost anybody anything.
Yes, sir.
And we just want to make sure that we make the contribution to our people.
Okay.
Brother, that's my goal in life. It ain't to become a millionaire. I don't need. They can't fire me with no job and no money. They can't scare
That's
me.
right.
And Reginald Muhammad will never sell you out or compromise.
Yes, sir.
Philip knows my history and my track record. I don't have no big money or no big job. But at the end of the day, my mission is to make sure that black people, the masses of our people, will benefit from reparations.
all
That's
right.
right.
All
Thank
right,
you all.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Yes, sir.
salam.
All right. A lot of information.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go on a break real quick.
What we gonna do? 5 minutes. Hey, we gonna take a short break in Power Plug Radio. ManCave line. Be right back.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
Hey, man, we back in the man cave. We had some calls. I hope y'all tuned in. Power Plug Radio. You can download the app. You can tune in on Facebook, man. We in Google Play, YouTube. We out here, man. Yes, we had a couple calls. We appreciate everybody checking in on us. But we gonna jump back in there and talk about Tampa Bay and how live we was during the Super Bowl. We talked about the game and the outcome. I don't know if y'all fellas want to talk about the festivities and the after party. It looked like Tom Brady.
What after? I mean, right after the game, they said it was huge crowds out there in Tampa, man. Around the stadium, even going into downtown, all that stuff. It was like huge, gigantic crowds that, if you're talking about COVID-19, there was a whole lot of people wearing masks. They weren't social distancing, but people were very excited about the game. But and then I know they had some. What did they have, the boat parade on Wednesday? What did y'all think of that?
So it was quick. They planned something. At first they wasn't gonna do something, and I heard that it happened very quickly, and they thought of this boat parade. It was similar to the Lightning because we in Tampa Bay now, right?
Yeah, Tampa.
So the Lightning,
I like that.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
We're about to reset ourselves. Hopefully we can repeat on everything.
We need it.
Yeah, we're gonna get them Toronto Raptors. We're gonna count that they championship with Kawhi in one of ours too. So
yeah, Tampa love the Steel team.
We like the Steel team.
Speaking of them,
shout out to Tampa.
They're gonna finish their season down here, regular season.
They're gonna finish
that's what I'm
season.
talking about. That's what Bunk talking about.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get them.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so they on the water. They started in Amateur Works in Tampa, like Riverwalk.
Yeah.
And that's where they gathered, and then they were passing out flags to people that had their mask on. I saw a couple people on my social media out there with masks. Some didn't have masks, but they was on the water, and Tom Brady pulled up in his $2 million vessel. He ain't no boat. He ain't got no boat, no yacht. He pulled up in an old muscle vessel.
I guarantee you it wasn't even his.
Well,
Hey, he rented it.
That bench was worth $2 million.
Let me
He's
say,
staying at the baseball player's house, right?
Jeter.
he's renting.
Jeter. Yeah.
He has a boat though. I saw it actually.
He was
I follow
pimping
Tom
Jeter's
Brady.
ride.
I don't know. He bought this. He said it came from Paris. This boat, or excuse me, this vessel.
This vessel.
It's come from Paris, man.
This ship. Huh.
So he had his personal boat out there. The owners had the big boy yachts out there. The players they was on nice boats, yachts. But the highlight of the whole thing was, and I keep seeing it everywhere, is when Tom Brady tossed the Lombardi Award, the break.
Oh my God.
across the water. But they say Tom got pissy drunk.
That was the highlight.
That was the highlight.
Yeah.
My boy was walking sideways off that tequila.
Yeah.
And he said it was tequila.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the video? Oh man,
Bro,
I'm talking about you.
It was funny.
He looked like Ray Charles getting escorted in
exactly
there.
Ray Charles.
I'm talking about
That's
this
what we
man
all
had a
said.
cheese on it. He was smiling so big with the shades on, but he could not stand up on his own. He just like,
The man was
God
holding him up
dang.
on the back.
He
That's
would have
right.
let the cat
Bro.
that cat been parted since the game ended. Man, he had to be. That joker that was out there.
He deserved it.
Party.
Oh yeah, the after party Migos. They had
deserved
Migos and Ludacris at the aquarium. He was on stage. Yeah, man. Grunt was out there.
Wait a minute, this was Sunday night?
So
Or Monday?
after the Super Bowl, they had after party.
That's when they get the real exclusive parties on.
Right.
Oh, hey, man, shout out to St. Pete, man. We had our boy 50 Cent.
Yes,
50
sir.
Cent had a party at the hangar, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They mad. They big mad.
And yeah.
They all on TMZ.
No mask, no social distancing.
No nothing. And they terminated the lease.
Of the company that was responsible for that concert.
That contract.
So the only video, the only pictures of any event that happened during the Super Bowl time was 50 Cent shit. You know what I'm saying? He the only
almost seems
motherfucker.
like
He the only cat that got dinged for this shit.
They
I every event that I saw around half the people, at least half, probably more than that. Nobody, they wasn't wearing no mask.
Yeah.
And you had
There was no social distancing.
You had the mayor, Rick Kreisman, that was, he was vocal about it. But, again, man, St. Pete, we got to do a little growing up. And I understand coronavirus is serious, but it was First Friday in downtown St. Pete. I went down there Friday.
It was going to be like that anyway.
And, they had venues filled to capacity. A lot of people weren't wearing masks. So why my man get...
Why you on 50 Cent ass, dog?
But social media killed Kreisman for that.
Yeah.
They crucified.
They should have, man. And then you take somebody's business away, man, over that. You know what I'm saying? You could have. I mean, how is that fair? You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous, and they should be ashamed of that, man. I think people should be talking about that a little bit more. You can't be, taking somebody's lease away, ending their business. I don't know how long they were there, how long they had been in business there, but at this time, during, all the struggles that people going through with small business and other that, and you gonna take this man's lease just because some people weren't wearing masks or whatever. Looking at all these stupid events that could happen over this weekend, and you gonna point at this man.
Yeah, but to add to that, you could have went anywhere downtown.
Yeah,
and the venues were
Yeah.
Exactly.
People with no mask, people not social distancing.
Exactly.
And they got singled out.
Yeah. You could go to the pier every day. You can go to the pier every day and see thousands of people not wearing masks, but you gonna mess with this man. That's just silly, man. And I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what that's about.
We was out, man. The Super Bowl was in the town, and it almost, no excuse, but it almost gave people a green pass to go out, man. It's the Super Bowl, and I'm not justifying it. And your governor and even the mayor from the mayor in Hillsborough, she was on the stage, firing the crowd up. You know what I'm saying? All these people, they get on stage and say mask, mask, but then it's like Super Bowl gave everybody the green light, and they was partying.
Yep.
They was partying, man. They was dropping bombs on live news. Like, I was watching this, and Bruce Aaron was going ham.
Yeah.
Drinking, just cursing.
Everybody was on that juice.
Everybody was on that. I was on that juice.
Juicy juice.
I was on the juice that night. I ain't gonna lie. I had a good time.
Hey, speaking of that, Bunk had one of the biggest parties in Tampa Bay.
Damn
no
right.
mask, no social distancing.
Damn right.
No washing hands.
No washing hands.
Hey, but you got to think about.
Everybody was kissing each other, rubbing their faces on each other,
licking
and
fingers,
all that good
licking fingers.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but
then the Bucks won, so it was all good. Goddamn.
But hey, think about this though, man. Your boy Tom Brady, he ain't regular like us, dog. This man ain't eating no bread, none of that. So as soon as he takes something, and he just turned into a zombie immediately,
I believe that's what happened.
That probably had nothing in his stomach.
But me and Bunk had the conversation earlier. I mean, who's to say, man? Dude might be a raging alcoholic.
Yeah, you never know.
He might have been on some Molly. Who knows?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm kidding.
He's a football player.
Yeah,
for crying out loud.
Yeah, all y'all football players be on that.
Tom Brady, another beast, man.
Yeah. But whatever. I don't give a damn how he partied. The man got us a Super Bowl right here in Tampa Bay, man.
He did it in 1 year.
He played. At the beginning of the year, I thought it was a good idea to have him, but I did not see Super Bowl. I can't just sit here and tell you, we got Tom Brady, we going to the Super Bowl. I thought what would be better.
Yeah.
I thought what would be better, but he was a real big difference in us, getting as far as we did and winning the Super Bowl, man. My hat's out to him. I celebrate my brother. Keep it up. Just get your shit right before next year, goddamn.
But I want to go back to something James said, and we all know this, that the defense was credible.
Yeah.
They were credible.
Oh.
Very credible.
Yeah.
Incredible or credible?
Credible.
Credible. They were incredible.
That was a better word, DeMarcus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what he meant, but I'm with you.
No, they were credible.
They were,
Okay.
No, they were beyond credible. They were beyond, because credible is like they did their job. No, they did their job and beyond. Them cats was lights out.
I thought that was in Ebonics credible.
The defense was actually pretty good last year.
Yeah.
But the offense put
they were credible last year.
In some bad spots.
Yeah.
And I ain't singling people out. But I want to go back to what Bunk said, you know, like again at the beginning of the year, I remember all three of us predicted the Bucks making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I thought that the biggest thing they had going against them was the fact that you playing the Super Bowl in Tampa.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna let that. The powers that be ain't gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
They made history.
They made history.
Yeah.
What about? We got a few more minutes. We can talk. I know we talked about it, but they say that we got a lot of flags. They say we got a lot of calls. I'm just saying, don't shoot. I'm just reading some articles there, James. People say that we got a lot of flags, that we was the home team. Do you see that? I saw. I know that they were holding the heck out of us. A lot of the calls were. But what do you think?
Kansas City got a lot of penalties, but guess what? They were penalties.
Yeah.
We saw the replays.
Yeah.
Like you holding.
Yeah, you
can't cover this receiver. You
right,
grabbing.
you grabbing
Yeah,
the box.
yeah.
I didn't see. Did you see one? Who saw one bad call?
No, I didn't
see
see it.
one bad call.
Them
They
call-
got like 3 penalties in a row that were penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah, them penalties was legit. Wasn't nothing.
Did you see that one? I can't remember. They called a holding on one player, and then the commentators, they actually showed the other side of the field, and the guy holding worse on the other side. It's like they're holding. What, you know, this is what is going on in the game. You know, I know a lot of people are saying, why are they getting these penalties? They're doing it. They was doing it across the board. That was, I believe, it had to be part of their game plan.
Kansas City held the whole
It had
game.
to be part of their game because they was actually grabbing these guys. I'm talking about. It wasn't like, and they weren't calling it early, and then they just said, "Man, y'all got to start calling." And they just get popped. They kept on getting popped with it, and now they start complaining, you know, about it. But no, you know, them penalties were legitimate.
They try to say Tom Brady buying them things. man.
Those penalties were credible. I like Phil. They were credible.
This
credible.
this ain't New England.
Yeah,
They ain't nobody buying nothing. Tampa Bay earned it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
No
this
doubt.
ain't nobody.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that Brady had a better cast of players in Tampa than he's ever had in New England?
No doubt.
I do. I believe that.
No doubt. I mean, that Randy Moss team was nice.
I believe that.
No
I
doubt.
mean, but
best receivers, best tight ends he ever had.
Just think of Brady young, like Brady with this team in his younger years, and being able to maintain.
That's why he
these
came here.
these guys.
Came here.
You know what I'm saying? As a 25, 26, 27-year-old Brady, you know how ridiculous that would look. You know what I'm saying? They would break up that team. They'd do that old
Best team.
that David Stern thing. And,
I think
and shut that shit down, man.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because
I think
Best team he ever had.
Brady played on some pretty damn good teams.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some teams from start to finish that just went through the season.
Yeah.
Won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Probably one of their most talented teams that they had. They didn't win. They went undefeated that year, and then lost in the.
He played with some pretty
Giants.
good players. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Y'all run it back?
Yeah, Bruce.
Run it back?
Nah.
We're gonna run it back.
He said you ain't hear your coach yesterday?
What him say?
He say F that S on live TV. We ain't running it back. We going for 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said that's Kansas City ish.
Who said that?
Your coach said that. He said we ain't running it back. That's they ish.
Yeah.
That's Kansas City. That's what they said.
Yeah.
He said we going for 2.
We're going for 2.
Oh, we going for 2.
Yeah, I'm right.
Hey, wouldn't that be marvelous if we went for 2 and won it again?
Yeah.
And go beyond that though.
Yeah.
Super
And
Bowl.
beyond that.
Where the Super Bowl at?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, is we going?
Oh, hey,
Right.
we gonna play the Rams. Rams gonna get the game at home. We gonna play their ass and beat them and they shit.
Yo.
We're gonna play the Rams.
We gonna play the Rams. We gonna play the Rams. Gonna have home field advantage. We
You gonna
beat
go
their
early,
ass.
early
No, we can't
predictions?
play the Rams. Though.
Early predictions?
The Rams in the NFC.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
Yeah.
Early
Damn.
predictions?
We'll beat
What
it.
you
We'll
doing, bro?
keep.
it's the Raiders.
We'll be there then. Goddamn.
The Raiders.
Who
We'll
they
be there.
playing?
The Raiders in the
Yeah,
Bucks.
the Raiders in Vegas now.
They in Vegas.
Cause that's where the Super Bowl gonna be at, ain't it? And they going to the left coast because everybody that's getting the new stadiums hosting the Super Bowl.
I think it's in Los Angeles.
Is it LA?
The Rams' new stadium.
Okay.
So are the Bucks the favorites?
Who?
Yeah,
They gotta be.
Hey.
Super
They gotta
early.
be early.
Did
Super
y'all?
early.
That's a good.
Why wouldn't they be?
Man, we talked about this before. You know, after the game, after the Super Bowl, they put in, you know, who are the favorites to win the Super Bowl. I mean, this was like the next day. Who do you think was number one on that?
The Bucks.
No,
They
they had
probably had the
Kansas
Chiefs,
City
yeah.
Chiefs
Yeah.
as the favorite to win the Super Bowl. I'm talking about this ain't 24 hours after we kicked their ass, man.
Yeah.
We just beat the hell out of this team, and you got them as the favorites to win the Super Bowl.
Pat Mahomes.
What in the hell is
Pat
your
Mahomes.
problem?
I don't.
Had us tied with Green
I
Bay.
think that the
you
Bucks-
out of your damn mind.
I think that the Bucks should be number one.
Yeah.
But it ain't crazy that
Oh,
Kansas City
it's not.
is number one.
I
It's
could see
not.
the Super Bowl, the same Super Bowl.
No,
again
I'm talking about
next
two.
year.
They had them two.
Yeah.
the favorite to win it.
That's how they do. They
If
bet
if
on
that's how
Pat
they
if
do.
they play us, can Kansas City beat us in the Super Bowl? If we play them again next year, can they beat us?
Yes.
I don't
Because
see
they
it.
beat the Bucks this year.
Yeah, they did. But
Yeah.
the Bucks
Yeah, they can beat 'em.
avenged it.
But
And,
that's,
and
but that's
showed
not,
and played
but not only
a game that
not
was
only-
so convincing to me.
But that's not. But that's. It's almost like Alabama. Let's say they lose. Say they would have lost to Ohio State. Okay,
Yeah.
who's the favorite to win the national title next year?
Alabama.
Yeah,
Or Clemson. Clemson.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
Even in the years that New England lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the favorites next year? New England.
Yeah,
James.
Yeah.
Right.
But the Bucks, the Bucks, a team to beat.
Yeah.
They're the defending Super Bowl. Period. Forget what.
Period.
Oh well, Vegas say the odds. No, the Bucks. In professional sports,
Yeah.
it means something when you the champion from the previous year.
Yeah,
That shit means
yeah.
something.
Means
does.
It
something.
do. It do.
it does. They talk
can't-
about you all year.
You
Everybody,
can't discount that.
Target on your back. All through the year.
we ready. Go ahead, end it, man. We had a birthday celebration, and we had a good old time, man.
Who that?
Man, one James Swain birthday, man.
Hey.
Shout out to my dog birthday.
Yeah, man. I turned the big 50.
Boy, you're fitted.
50 is officially sexy.
Okay.
I done entered the room. I've made it 50 being 50 or older sexy.
You did?
So you don't have to be ashamed of turning 50.
Absolutely.
Shut
Happy birthday,
your
man.
punk ass up.
I agree with happy birthday. Wish you many more, brother.
All right, Rick Flair. What up, dog?
Super
Hey, but
Bowl.
happy birthday for real, man. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Man,
I hung out with my dog
Listen,
yesterday a
we
little
had
bit, man.
fun.
And
Yeah,
It
Phil,
it was
Phil,
fun.
I ain't seen Phil yet, but my dogs, they came out, they celebrated with me. Me and Bunk, we done went to breakfast the last couple of mornings.
Okay. I got my dog some
We
drink.
actually had the grill hot
yeah,
this evening.
yeah.
I ain't seen Phil. You know.
Hold on. What
It's
the
all
grill
good.
hot? I need to know when this grill hot, man.
Backyard.
Bump past by my house, don't
Backyard.
holler at me, man.
Backyard, man.
But my boy
Hey.
live in Tampa. He across the bridge.
Homeboy. If all you gotta do is come by, just bring some meat to the house. There's always some coals and some lighter fluid in the backyard. Just hook it up.
Just hook it up.
Hook it up.
That's what's up.
He ain't
Look at it.
lying.
If you want a drink, bring a bottle.
Bring a bottle.
I bring my speaker out. We blast some music.
That's what's
Eat
up.
and drink
All
in the
day.
backyard. You know what I'm
Always
saying?
open. I like that.
That's
Appreciate
just, that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how most people, when people come to my house, that's what they do.
That's what's up.
I hear a little music. I see that smoke.
Got the Buccaneers.
All
hype
right.
song. We need to go out.
Hey,
on that.
man, we
What's the
appreciate
name of the
y'all
Buccaneers hype song?
tuning in.
Live song.
Tampa Bay, baby. Tampa Bay. Tampa
Super Bowl
Bay.
champs.
Y'all heard that cut by what the boy name from Atlanta? Him and Ludacris.
It was a nice one. Song. It ain't Lil Jon.
Yeah,
Lil Jon. Yeah, it was Lil Jon.
And Ludacris.
Yeah, there's some Bucks. They did a nice song, man.
Yeah.
It was booming that junk during the game. Before the game, I was hearing that song, man. It was popping.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah, we'll be in California next year.
yeah, it's kinda-
February 6th,
It's kind of
2022.
cool how you be on like social media and like you'll see somebody, they might be in New York or Texas and they representing the Bucks. It might be
Yeah.
a celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bucks gonna beat that ass.
Yeah, right.
Like,
yeah,
what?
right. Yeah.
We out there. We out there.
Yeah, there's a
man.
lot of folk gonna be on our bandwagon now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All them silly bandwagon Chiefs fans.
Oh,
that had
hey,
them knocked down.
one more thing. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say shout out. Y'all gotta go look at my man D White's Instagram page. He did a victory lap with the horse and the helmet. Go look at that. That was the best thing I seen. Did a victory lap on a horse
that's
in
a real
Raymond
country
James.
boy.
Yeah,
He
real,
is.
yeah, from-
Yeah.
That's a real country
10
boy.
seconds. What we got? 10 seconds.
Love.
I was gonna say Bunk was talking about the bandwagon. People love winners.
Oh,
So let them come.
Come on.
we got room.
We taking
ManCave.
See y'all next Thursday, man.
PowerPlugRadio.com. We love you.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
Yeah.
Damn, we won the Super Bowl. We 2-0.
It's gonna be in so
Played 2-1.
so far.
Tampa make some noise. Your Buccaneers are in the Super Bowl. Let's go. You a Buccaneer fan? Let me know. We about to win this thing at home. Let's go. Buccaneers run this thing. Let them know. We about to win this thing at home. Let's go.
You want some? Come get some. Tom Brady rolling with big guns. Guy wouldn't know he bout it and Gronk is bout it and Mike Evans bout it. Throw it long, we chase it down. That Scotty Miller be pulling it down. AB and Cameron Brake, we blowing cannons to celebrate. You don't want no part of Levante. Winfield never miss one play. Big Sue be hitting them off. JPP Sackett be picking them off. Coach Bruce got fight in him. Get live before 5. Big Devin White hit him. Fournette keep breaking away. Let's bring Lombardi to Tampa Bay.